Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can scale up or scale down the audio of a video file in Expo React Native for iOS. So let's get started. Alright, so the next thing is we will have to create an Expo React Native project. So you can go to this particular URL to choose a template of your own choice. I will be using this blank TypeScript template because it creates very minimum boilerplate code. Also it uses TypeScript. So what I will do is that I will just copy this particular command, but you can change the template to whatever you feel like. So I'll just copy this particular command. Then inside your terminal, just go to your workspace directory and just paste this particular command. It will ask me for my app name. I will just give it some generic app name. Let's just wait. So I will just give it as my app. Okay. Once this is done, it will create a project for us and it will do all the npm installation for us. So what I will do is that I will just open my app. So I'll just copy this. So this is the project which we have created, so I'll just open it inside VS Code. Alright, so this is open. Next, if you see inside our project, there is no Android and iOS folder. So we need to create those folders because we will be writing some native code, right? So that's why we need to create those folders. Also one more thing which I want to inform you guys is we'll have to create a separate native module as well. Even though we have created those Android and iOS folder, we won't be writing some code inside it. We will be writing our code inside a separate native module. So firstly you will have to go to this particular URL and I'll paste it over here. Okay, then the next step is to generate the iOS folder. So for that we have to come to this URL. Then we just select this iOS device which we have. Then here I select development build, and here I disable ES as well. I have already installed Xcode as well as Xcode command line tools. Then I have already updated installed Homebrew, installed Watchman. Then we have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this, and after that I will just cd to my app. So I'll just do this, then I'll just paste this command. So this will take little bit of time, so be patient. Once it will just do npm install some dependency, then we have to just copy this particular command. So this will actually create the iOS folder for us. So this command has finished, so I can just paste something like this. Previously this particular command used to ask me for my Apple bundle identifier to type it out, but now they are giving some anonymous bundle identifier, which I am not really a huge fan of. But anyways, again, this is just a development project, so I'm not really bothered about this bundle identifier. But if you want, you should change it if it is a production app later on through Xcode. Now this CocoaPod installation will take little bit of time, so be patient. Right now, once the CocoaPod installation is done, it is asking me to run it on my device. I won't run it now, so I'll just press Ctrl C. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to copy this URL and open it inside a browser. So I have already opened it. If you want, you can go through this documentation. I'm not going through it. I will just show you what steps we need to run. So firstly, you can just copy this particular command and paste it over here. Once you have just paste your command inside your app, it will ask you some questions. So I will just enter and enter. I'm not changing anything. So again, this will take little bit of time, and if you see over here, it has created the modules folder for us. So the next step is, so here I have created one sample project from which I will be copying a bit of code. So don't get confused, the name of the sample project is second. So I will just open the app.tsx from my sample project. Then I will just copy everything from that and I'll just paste it over here. So I will just copy this. I will go to app.tsx over here and I'll just paste it something like this. Okay, but firstly, before I show you my app.tsx code, we have to install few dependencies. So first you can open this image picker dependency which I have. So I will just open it over here. Then we also require this React Native video dependency. So for that I have opened this to documentation. So React this Expo image picker dependency, because we need to pick videos from the user's device, right? So we will have a button, the user will click on it, it will ask the user for pick his or her device, and then we will transform that video, save the video to external storage, and then play that transform video inside our app. So to pick videos, we will make use of this Expo image picker library. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this, I will go to my app. I'm already inside my app in my terminal, and I'll just run this particular command, so it will install that dependency for us. And we also need to add this plugins folder which you see. So I'll just copy this, and I will go to app.json over here, and here you can see this is my Expo, right? So I will just add a comma after this, and I'll just paste it. And we require access to videos. You can change this message to whatever you feel like. I'll just use something like this. Okay, so once this is done, we'll have to install this React Native video library. There is Expo video library as well, which has just released. If you want, you can use it. I'm more comfortable with React Native video, but any dependency is fine. To install this, we can just copy this, and I'll paste it over here again. Now for so once this is done, okay, so this is done as well. Now for iOS, what we have to do is we have to open this particular drop down and just scroll down, and okay, you just click on this Expo plugin, and we have to add this particular bit of code. So I'll just copy this, and I'll paste it over here. Oh sorry, I didn't copy it properly, so I'll just copy this. We already have this plugins one, so we don't need that, and I'll paste it over here, and I'll just remove this as well as this. So yeah, that's it for iOS. Okay, the next step which we have to do for iOS is we also need to do pod installation. So I'll just copy this particular command. I'm inside my app again, I'm not inside my iOS directory, and I'll just paste this. We have to do pod installation because we firstly have created this native module of modules, and we also install this inside our package.json. We install this, right, image picker as well as this React Native video. That's why we again have to do pod installation. So let it finish. Once that is finished, I'll come back. Right now let me explain you my app.tsx. So basically here I am importing text, touchable, opacity as well as view. Here I have imported Expo image picker as well. Here is our use effect and use state from React. I'm also importing React Native video, and this is the module which we had created. That's what I'm importing as well. I have created one use state. So once we click on a button, it will open the video picker for us. We will select a video, we'll send that video URI to the transform method which we will be writing soon, and that transform method we will give the updated URI for which the audio it will give the updated URI for which of the transformed video. Okay, that we will be saving it inside the set video URI. So ignore this use effect for now. I'll just show you the view code. So here is our button. On click of it, we are opening the Photos app with all the videos inside it. Once the user selects a video, we get the URI out of it, and we just pass this to our transform video method. Now we need to define this method. So for that, you will have to go to my module src my module.ts, and here you have to define this as a transform video method which takes a URL as well as a string, and it returns promise void. Now once it has finished, the output will come over here inside use effect. So we are listening for this output. Now this on change listener is already added once you create a Expo module. So if you want to see, you can go over here. Here you can see it has we don't need this, sorry. Here you can see this has already created this change event payload, and here is our my module events. Okay, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, so here once we get the data from our transform video method, so this one we will get the video URI over here, and I'm just assigning it to our set video URI method use state. Okay, then once this is not equal to empty, then only I'm displaying our video component and playing our video. All right, next we have to write the actual implementation for our transform video inside iOS. we'll have to go to my module.swift file. Okay, there is one more thing which we need to do first. Go to the main iOS folder, go to my app, and here inside info.plist you will have to add this particular permission as well. So I will just add this. So we need this permission because once the video has been transformed, then we need to I want that video to be saved to the Photos app as well. That's why we require this particular permission. So yeah, you can just copy paste this permission as well inside info.plist. So the next thing which we have to do is we have to open this my module.swift file which is present inside iOS folder. Inside that, first, as you can see, I have imported photos. Then I have created one global variable called final URL, which I will show you later on how exactly we are using it. Then inside this module definition, this is all boilerplate code which is present by default, so I haven't touched anything yet. Just scroll down. After this particular view ends, I have created another asynchronous function called transform video. So the method name is same what we have described it inside our TypeScript code. It takes a URL, we convert it to a proper URL. Then here I have created one task so that I can make use of async await. Then here we are calling this method called transform video, which I will show you later on. It takes the video URL, it lowers down the audio and gives the updated URL of the file. Now I have hard coded the how much I want to lower down the audio, but you can like increase the audio as well, so it's up to you. I'll show you that in a bit. But here, once we have the updated URL, I just check whether we have permission to our Photos app or not. If no, then we present the Photos permission dialog. If once the user accepts the permission, we just call this particular code, and once the file is saved successfully to the Photos app, we just send the URL back to React Native site. Now do note that this URL is not the same as the one which we have saved to our Photos app. That's actually a little bit tedious. If you want me to make a separate video about it, do let me know, like how to fetch URL of a video which is saved in the Photos app. But for now I'm just using this particular updated URL which is stored inside the internal storage of our app. And in case if there is any error, I'm just printing it to the console. But instead of printing it to the console, you can also send the error back to React Native site, just like I'm sending this particular URL back to React Native site. Now if you just scroll down, here I have just created one more method just to check whether we have access to the Photos app or not. And here we are calling this transform video, which takes this video URL, and then we get hold of our file manager. Then we create an AV URL asset, then we create AV mutable composition as well. Then we sorry, this is not the thing. Then we just do composition.add mutable track. Then we add our video, and here you can see this is a constant which is present inside iOS, so I have not invented it by myself. You just have to write it kcm persistent track id underscore invalid. If not, then return nil. Similarly, I do it for audio as well. Then we do asset video track asset.load tracks video, then asset audio track asset.load tracks audio. Then we get duration of the video. Then we do video composition dot insert time range, insert the time range from 0 to the duration of the file, and here is our asset video track at 0. Similarly, we do it for audio composition track as well. Start from 0 to the duration of the video and pass the asset audio track at 0. Then we do AV mutable audio mixing. Then here audio mixing param, we just do AV mutable audio mix input parameter, passing our audio composition track. And here you can see I have set the volume as 0.1, so I have hard coded the volume. So at starting from 0, okay, so I have hard coded the volume to lower down the actual audio or lower down the volume, but you can increase it as well, or if you want, send it from the React Native side, just like we are sending the URL of the picked video from React Native side. So it's up to you. Yeah, be careful. I have hard coded it, that's why it lowers down the audio of the video file. Then we just do audio mixing params, pass it to our audio mix input parameters. Then we create an export path, then we create an export URL as well. Then we check if file with same name already exists or not. If yes, then delete it. Then we create an AV asset export session, pass our composition as well as our preset name. Then we just do exporter.output URL, pass our export URL. Then we decide the output file type should optimize for network use, and then we just do assign the audio mix to our exporter. Then we export it, and then we assign it to our final URL. So yeah, that's it. And here we are actually using it. So I'll simply scroll through this file. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and copy paste the code in case if you have missed anything. So yeah, that's it. Now let's look at the output. Okay guys, so here is the output. I will just dismiss this. I'll click on pick video. Here you can see I only have one video. I'll just select that, and it has already lowered down the volume of the video, and it is asking me my access to Photos app. So I'll just give that access, allow full access. And here you can see that it has lowered down the audio of our video file. I mean, it's, yeah, just trust me on that. And if I click on pick video again, here you can see there are two videos now. So yeah, that's it for the output. Thank you for watching. Bye.